成就都是爱，会感动。哪怕天荒地老走几走，因为爱会感动。有一天应该放弃人生的穷，甜蜜幸福梦，好感动，你才会懂，拥有爱会感动。因为爱就会感动。地平幸福着，对生命才会有才会拥有爱，会
，Hello， mic test。sis, okay, the volume okay, huh? Mic test, mic test. Okay, welcome everybody to our Thursday class. Before we start our session for today, let's sing three songs together. All these songs are written and composed by our master Tetson. They are embedded with high positive energy, so I encourage you to sing along. The first song we're going to sing together is I Am So Touched.
In life, I've never felt this way. This time, I am amazed. Unconditional love will never fade away. I am so touched, words don't portray. Abundant love, my heart illuminates. Because of love, I am on my way to the life I have always dreamed to create. It is love, I'm amazed. I've never felt this way. This time I am amazed. Unconditional love will never fade away. I am so touched, words don't portray. Abundant love, my heart illuminates. Because of love, I am on my way to the life I have always dreamed to create. It is love, I'm amazed. I am so touched day by day by the world's miracles at play. Wonderful feelings I must convey. Please come sing with me today. I am so touched day by day by the world's miracles at play. Wonderful feelings I must convey. Please come sing with me today. Wonderful feelings I must convey. Please come sing with me today. Please come sing with me today.
In life, I've never felt this way. This time, I'm amazed. Unconditional love will never fade away. I am so touched, words don't portray. Abundant love, my heart illuminates. Because of love, I'm on my way to the life I've always dreamed to create. It is love, I'm amazed. Indeed, with all this love, we are so recharged up as we take control of our life and as we are always able to move forward. So let's sing the next song together. Always move forward.
Voice in my heart helps me move forward. Life is no we're stranded. The world is grand. Life is in my hands. Love always helps me move forward. Always cultivate before time fades away. Time passes. Blink of an eye. We cannot go back in time. Let's get together and strive forward. Love always helps me move forward. Make my light shine and be the star of life. It's always bright. Love always reminds me to move forward. Time is ticking and slipping away. Love always reminds me to move forward. Winds blow and clouds come and go. Love always reminds me to move forward. Happiness in my hands. Life is so great. In my heart helps me move forward. Life is no longer stranded. The world is grand. Life is in my hands. Love always helps me move forward. Always cultivate before time fades away. Time passes. Think of an eye. Cannot go back in time. Let's get together. Straight forward. Always helps me move forward. Make my life shine and be the star of life. It's always bright. Always reminds me to move forward. Time is ticking and slipping away. Love always reminds me to move forward. Winds blow and clouds come and go. Love always reminds me to move forward. Happiness in my hands. Life is so great. Love always reminds me to move forward. Time passes year after year. Love always reminds me to move forward. Winds blow and clouds come and go. Love always reminds me to move forward. makes my life so great. An amazing life is always in my head.
A voice in my heart helps me move forward. Life is no longer stranded. The world is grand, life is in my hands. Love always helps me move forward, always cultivate before time fades away. Time passes in the blink of an eye. We cannot go back in time. Let's get together and stride forward. As love always helps me move forward, it makes my life shine and be the star of life is always bright. So in order for our life to be always bright, we must learn to let go, right? Let go whatever sorrow we have. So let's sing the next song together. Sing Xuan.
那一夜触动了心弦，曾经的戏，今生再见。琴弦连起感动指尖，随手写下这画片。再一眼，故事又相连。前世的谜，今生相验。和风唤起我们之间轮回传说这誓言。我才懂得不要再相见，人事已非，怎奈还心间。纵然情在绵绵，只愿将祝福浮现，圆满一生夜，当下谱写完美的诗篇，走起动人的心弦。将幸福点缀着世外桃源，润色人生寄养人文间。曾经的故事在夜埋怨，点滴感受都会心儿甜。忆起我对你的思念。那一夜触动了心弦，曾经的戏，今生再见。琴弦连起感动指尖，随手写下这画片。再一夜， 故事又相连，前世的你今生上演，和风唤起我们之间轮回传说真誓言。我才懂得不要再相见，人事已非，怎奈爱心间。纵然情在绵绵，只愿将祝福浮现，圆满的上演，当下谱写完美的诗篇，走起动人的心弦，将幸福点缀着世外桃源，润泽人生气，让人万千。曾经的故事在天蔓延，点滴感受的会心乐甜，忆起我对你的思念，大小事里了无奇缘，新鲜啊新鲜。我学会了淡然的翩翩，因为我重挑了那根线，那根线。
That one glance stirred my heartstrings. A scene from the past continues in this life. The strings of the zither life, moments of emotion. This radiant chapter flowed effortlessly from my hand. Another glance and the story flows away. Mysteries from past lives now revealed. A gentle breeze awakens what lies between us. The legend of reincarnation plays out. Only now do I understand. We must not owe again. The people have changed, yet my heart still aches. Even if feelings linger on, I only wish to offer blessings perfectly performed. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, everyone.
First of all, my deepest gratitude to Master Tetsun, my deepest gratitude to the universe, and deepest gratitude to the Almighty Sun, and of course, gratitude to each and every one of you gathering once again in our beautiful classroom every Thursday night for our one and only English session, reading and learning together in Singapore. So have you all let go your heartstrings ready? Yes? 心弦放下了吗?
Yes.
Yes, that's why you
It's
clap
very
already, right? That
touching,
clap
yeah.
is already let go. So the time we come to our classroom, we really need to let go, have used a lot of gratefulness to do a mindset switch, put all your troubles behind the door so that we can resonate better tonight. All right, my name is Eileen and one of your hosts for tonight. Let's welcome my co-host.
Thank you, Eileen. Deeper gratitude to our Master Tetsun, gratitude to the Mighty Sun, and gratitude to everyone here tonight. I'm Rebecca. Good evening, everyone. Yes, this is Super Life Seeker Code. It's a life manual to control by our energy, by the management of our positive energy, and enjoy everyone's to resonate our positive energy here tonight. Yes, Eileen.
Yes, thank you, Rebecca. Is anyone joining us for the first time in our English class? I don't think so, right? Yeah,
Yes.
everybody know each other. Did you continue to say to yourself, I love you every day?
Yes,
You
I
did?
love everyone.
Gina, did you try that? You did, but must do it every day and look into your own eyes because I started that 2 weeks ago, asking everybody to look at the mirror every day, tell yourself, Jack, I love you. Ziyin, I love you. You must say to yourself, because we need to love ourselves more. Why? We are a very important person on earth, right? Because we are the chosen one to be the universe follower. So we are the chosen one that we can be more blessed, and we want to bring this blessing to more people. So before we add value to people's life, we need to add value first to our own life. So never, never underestimate yourself. We are very powerful inside of us. We just need to let go that heartstring. Everything is possible. All right, so before we start the session for today, please allow me to introduce our author of the Super Life Secret Code book, Master Ted-san. Master Ted-san is a world-leading expert in energy management, a renowned speaker, a top-selling author, a humanitarian, and a Nobel Peace Prize nominee. He's also the founder of Richest Life, a personal and professional growth and wellness center, teaching people self-healing and life mastery. Master Ted-san has trained high-tech executives, CEOs, government officials, doctors, and tens of thousands of people worldwide. In 2010, he wrote his first book, Super Life Secret Codes, a life manual that reveals the secret codes of managing energy to create a super extraordinary life. This book has become a global sensation and transformed people's lives all over the world. Since then, Master-san has written over 70 books now and given tens of thousands of lectures and consultations. His book, Say No to Depression, is a breakthrough in mental health and has been recognized and endorsed by Western and Chinese doctors to help people overcome chronic depression, anxiety, insomnia, and other mental health problems. Master-san's energy management system teaches people to mobilize their innate natural ability to become a self-generator of positive energy so that they can recharge and take control of their lives. Grateful to Master Ted-san, who has founded the Richest Life organization. So in this community, we want to promote simplicity and purity. So please, please, please refrain from any business transaction and any money laundering issue, because we don't want this in between. Sometimes a lot of miscommunication have created a lot of unnecessary emotions aroused among each other. So as I mentioned earlier, all we ask for is for you to give yourself a chance. Stay back and relax to see for the next 1.5 hours where we're going to continue to read and learn from each other, and maybe one word from one of the sharer tonight will actually touch your heart. So we never know. All right, so keep coming to class is so important. All right, Rebecca?
Yes, indeed. Yes, we wish to see everyone in the class every Thursday, because as Eileen said, that this is the only class in our physical class, English sessions. So welcome everyone. Uncle Dick, 晚安. 你好, yes. So energy, we need more people to resonate together. So we just resonate together, let go everything, sit here and then read our books, and we will actually do our sharings and actually to help more people to come into our Super Life Secret Code system. Yes. All right, we are going to start our book soon. We are starting our Super Life Secret Code book, and we are going to read the front page and the last page of the book, and then going to our reading sessions. All right. Everyone have the page? Let's begin. We read together. Yes, Ellen. Super Life Secret Code. The keys to unlock your life by Mr. Ted-san. The book
contains simple ideas with the power to resolve all your problems and revolutionize your understanding of life. Whether you are a Christian, a Muslim, a Buddhist, or anyone with a different faith or spiritual practice, we all face daily challenges in our unique journey of life. Super Life Secret Codes is your compass. The secret codes in this book transcend the boundaries of religions and speak to you from the vast universe. They will end your struggles and bring forth an eternal spiritual life full of happiness and wisdom. This book will illuminate your future like the bright sun and bring rich abundance into your life. Your soul will echo with the vibration of the cosmos. These secrets from nature will guide you to be empowered from the infinite cosmic energy and transform the blueprint of your life. Embracing the happiness generated by the Super Life Secret Codes.
Yes, tonight we are going to read through on our page 145. It still continue on the A Briefing of a Well-Being, our chapter 13. Let's turn to 145. We are reading on the last paragraph tonight. and we are going to end the chapter tonight. Uncle take 145哦。All right. Sing Mei, we are going to invite Sing Mei, our reading angel, to read for us together. Thank you, Sing Mei.
We can conclude from this example that you can only solve the problem if you clearly understand the cause of the problem. If you cannot find the cause and continue to try to solve the problem blindly, you will never be able to completely resolve the issue. When this student came to me, I offered him an effective solution because I was very clear on what his problem was. Unfortunately, he had a different level of understanding and he felt that he had a severe condition and could not be convinced to use my method and then chose to seek help from his doctor. Unfortunately, what his doctor prescribed did not help. I realized that many people's health issues are directly related to their incorrect breathing. Most people believe that their breathing is normal and do not realize that their every breath may be the cause of their problems. I see people who have physical illness because of their breathing, but instead of working on the cause, they resort to other treatments for help, which not only will cost them a large amount of money, but also force their body to endure unnecessary surgery. In the end, the problem is still not resolved. A good analogy is like a broken motor. When the motor lacks lubricant, it will make a squeaky noise, which can be easily fixed by adding lubricant. But some people make the unnecessary trouble of taking apart the motor and rebuilding it. What if you cannot put the motor back properly? It will only cause more damage. The proper breathing that I emphasize is just like lubricating the motor. It acts as prevention and protection. So when you are trying to resolve a problem, think about whether you are using the most natural and simplest ways to find the solution. I hope that everyone can calm their minds and feel the length, strength, and the frequency of every breath. Then check to see if these are normal. Also take some time out every day to practice your breathing. Generally, our body are susceptible to illness and diseases because our breathing is not strong enough. Therefore, we cannot exchange oxygen properly at the deep cellular level to ensure proper circulation. Impurities and toxins will accumulate and remain in our bodies, gradually causing blockage and stress on our organ system. Over time, the increased toxin will dramatically affect the functions of your internal circulatory system. Disease arise from the blockage of different areas in your body, which can affect your metabolic function, allowing the toxin to rapidly accumulate inside your cell. Thank you.
Gratitude to Master Tesson, gratitude to Mighty Sun, gratitude to Universe. I'll carry on from here from page 147. If we do not have the proper understanding of healing through reading and only believe in taking medication to resolve our physical condition, then we have already lost our ability to fight off disease naturally. We were given this ability to heal naturally. However, with the increasing stress of living in the modern age, we have become negligent of this innate ability. Check often to see if you have normal breathing depth, frequency, and length. Many people are so focused on their busy schedule that they tend to forget that breathing is very important to their health. They do not understand the connection of between breathing and their health. Breathing is the inhalation of fresh air and oxygen to exchange with the turbine air from inside your body. If this mechanism is not operating smoothly, then the stress generated can cause more physical problems in the long run. When we breathe properly, the cells, organs, and system maintain balance and function normally. On the contrary, when we do not breathe normally, our body will generate a certain request for balance. When this psychological request from your cells and organs reach a certain level, your stress will also increase. Then with the combined stress from your daily life, the level of overall stress is elevated exponentially. This will become a vicious cycle and we can possibly lead to difficulty breathing. If you can see where the problems originates and actively adjust your breathing to the optimum level, then your cells, organs, and systems will be healthy enough to fight off disease. You can then enjoy a healthy and comfortable life, and your luck may even improve. Is this a surprise to you that the method is so simple? Some people have migraines in their entire life. They take all sorts of medications or painkillers that they still cannot relieve the pain. Migraines are often caused by improper breathing, leading to insufficient oxygen flow to the brain, causing a headache. It may not seem like a serious condition, but the migraine pain can be excruciating, affecting the person's quality of life. In the previous chapter, I mentioned that everything in life can be big or small. It can be exaggerated or minimized. What most people consider as serious problems are usually caused by something simple and small, like improper breathing. Our body remembers and record everything that has taken place in our life, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. When you breathe abnormally, the related data will be recorded and written in our memory, and every memory in life is recorded. This is why some people break down and cry, scream, or act strangely when they meditate or when they are going through natural healing therapy. People consider this type of behavior a form of stress release. A person may react with a sudden burst of tears and laughter after practicing their breathing, and this is their body's way of releasing certain negative energy, which is invisible to the human eye. These negative energies are accumulated unconsciously through our daily life, and when it reaches a certain level, the person becomes unhappy because these negative memories are obstructing the soul from communicating with the universe. A mild form of obstruction is expressed as stress, and a severe form of obstruction leads to depression, nerve disorder, or psychiatric conditions. Therefore, you can see that the breathing is an innate ability for human survival on this earth. Proper breathing can affect everyone's destiny, health, family, and career. Breathing has caused many social problems, new health conditions, and strange illness to occur, which cannot be fully explained in one book. After reading about the examples in this chapter, I hope you will understand that practicing a basic and simple breathing technique can help maintain your health and also bring good fortune, protection, and happiness. The spiritual level that you attain after practicing the breathing technique will be based on your diligence, your understanding, and attitude. I will teach you how to breathe in the sun's energy to improve your health, to enhance your luck, and to receive abundant energy in life. First, sit somewhere with a good flow of air. Then visualize the warm sun in the blue sky, and it is slowly moving above your head. Visualize the energy from the sun above your head. Inhale so the positive energy from the sun can expel all the impurities from the body, and exhale slowly and completely until you run out of air. At this moment, visualize all the negative energies and impurities being expelled out of your body, and that the sun is shining on your head, spreading its infinite love. This love is transformed into sun's warm light circulating your body. Slowly and deeply inhale this love from the sun and wish for more love until you feel content and satisfied. When you are filled with the breath full of love and warm air, Hold your breath and visualize the breath of love circulating throughout your body into all the cells, organs, and systems. Now your body is filled with this infinite love and the pure air exchanges with the impurities. Then completely exhale any negative energy and impurities through your mouth slowly and deeply. When you can feel peacefully practice every day, not only you can absorb the positive energy from the universe, you can also expel the negative energy within yourself. As long as you follow this method and practice with diligence, your body miraculously improve. Your soul and emotions will regain balance, so you can emerge from any difficult situations with ease and start a life filled with luck and prosperity. When you can feel the love from the sun with constant appreciation, this love will lead you to the pinnacle of your life. Remember to share this method and your love and gratitude with everyone in need. Breathing is an art, and it has been profound influence in all aspects of your life. Therefore, you must be aware of and remember this.
Thank you, our two reading angels. Yes, breathing is an art. Talking also an art. Speech also an art. It's very important. Yes, this is an important page about the breathing in. It actually help us for our health, help us for our family, our job. Everything is important because it's a breathing topic. And Master always tell us that we need to make things simple. 化繁为简. Always Master tell us that we make things simple. Why we get sick? Because we have too much of negative energy, because we don't know how to breathe it properly. You know, when we go into surgeries, they used to give oxygens. And why people feel so relaxed and happy when they wake up? Because oxygens actually let them relax. The whole thing has relaxed because it's breathed by the machine, and then you breathe in the oxygen, or your whole body of the organ has been relaxed for that moment. So when they wake up, they will tell you that I feel very happy. I went to some place. I went to some wonderland. I went to some place that they are enjoyable, but they don't know where they go. They don't feel the pains because the oxygen help them to relax. So this is same exactly what Master returns on the book here. Breathing is an art. We have to know what is the techniques to do our breathing. Why we always get sick? Because breathing also cause us some condition problems. I just want to share something. My friends was on the way to London last week, and then she actually fall sick in the airplane. And when she landed in London, and she went to the clinic. At that point of time, they don't have an emergency. They say, if you go to London, you go to an emergency, you end up have to wait for 2-3 days, even those they put you at the waiting area. So she discharged, and then she called me. We get some doctors to see her under a private hospital. And the doctors suspect that she got blood thrombosis. That means she had been taking long flight here and there. And then the blood flow out to her lungs, and that can cause death. So when she called me, I told her it's very, very dangerous. And then she actually contact with one of the Singapore respiratory doctor. And then they thinks that she may caught into a blood thrombosis. But she went to the hospital, they did a blood test, and she got very severe lung infections. Very, very bad. And until when I talked to her, I video call her, she couldn't breathe properly. I sent her our master breathing exercise. I told her to do breathing exercise every 1 hour. And then she tell me that after the exercise, she feel much better. And really, when she talked to the Mighty Sons, I told her, you practice. She actually in our supervised seeker code system, but she on and off because she have 2 children in London. She fly here and there to look after the children. So because of the long journey flight, she have these infections, and then she run into very bad lungs. And then the next day she went to do a CT and draw, and the doctors also thinks that she has a bit of clots on her legs, the veins legs. So tonight she just touched down, she back to Singapore. I told her that you have to come back and then see a doctor to have a proper check before you go into because she's practicing our supervised seeker code, but we also need to have our instance to seek for a correct doctors to help you for the symptoms, because this infection is not a common thing because it can cause into pneumonia. Pneumonia can go in and then never come out at all. So I told her, breathing exercise, just practicing, and then talk to the mighty sons. And it's very, very good enough. I'm very, very thankful because she tell me that she sent me a message, grateful to Master Text Son, gratitude to the mighty sons. And she typed me this message. Then what I always tell her, and she start telling me that she's coming to our class on this coming Sunday. So she thinks that it's very helpful. Then the breathing exercise helps her a lot. And I also sent 感恩四句句 to her. So 感恩四句句 also need to let her calm down. Whenever we have problems, just on 感恩四句句 because it helps a lot to let us relax and more calm. And don't think that it's not logic, no. It's a very, very true, proven, and I think that to me, Superlight Secret Code is a scientific proven. It's energy management. So it's not some things that we all pangtang and things like that. She is actually very, very helpful person. It's just that she don't have times to join our class. But whenever she have time, I will send her the link. She will join in London. So very, very grateful to our mighty sons. And she have actually safely touched down this evening. And then she told me that she's coming just I was on the way here. She tell me that Sunday I'm coming to Master Ted Sun class. So just do our sharing and then invite more people. It logically can help for people who are sick. And especially later we are going into our second book, Say No to Depressions. Yeah, very grateful to Master Ted Sun. In this whole topic is talk about all breathing and all about our own health. If we don't know how to practice it, you all know we just go to the doctor and then get medicine. I always against medicine if it's got breathing problems because it's our lung and our airway. If we know how to relax, we know how to let go our problems, our negative energy, I'm sure the oxygen flow in, like what our master saying, it will go through a very good cycle and then it will just breathe in as normal. So no medications that we need. Actually, we don't need to seek for medications unless that you go into infections. All right, Eileen, thank you.
Yes, thank you, Rebecca, for sharing that. And when I hear that, that's exactly, I was looking at this sentence and I said, I want to share this. And what she has shared is really the real testimony, as what Master said here in page 147. We were given this ability to heal naturally. However, with the increasing stress of living in a modern age, we have become negligent of this innate ability. So that's exactly what I see a lot of people got into such situation. Actually, we have a lot of innate ability, right? It's whether sometimes we do not have the right mentor that tell us, sometimes we do not have the right methods, so we are ignorant, or sometimes because of busy schedule, we become negligent. We know there's something that can help us, but we forgot, right? So, and the next sentence is say, right, check often to see if you have normal breathing depth, frequency, and length. I have sometimes hear colleagues will tell me, 我连呼吸都没有时间呐, right? But one breath is like 1 second. So they are so busy that they don't even have that 1 second until they tell you. Last time you hear people say, 我连吃饭都没有时间. Now I even hear people telling me, 我连呼吸都没有时间，很严重了. Means you don't even have time to breathe. Can you imagine that? So it means their life are so uptight. So all of us really have this innate ability. But how do we mobilize this innate ability? That's exactly why we are here learning from our Master Ted Sun, all the methods that he has teach us in Super Life Secret Code. So really, so everyone have to find your own way to mobilize your energy. But your own way is nothing else except moving with using a lot of love and gratitude. That's actually our own way, and that's actually everybody's way. So I always remind everybody to try that. Master always tell us you need to do experiment. Every day in our work life, in our home, I'm sure we're bound to have situation that we can practice immediately. But the minute you let that situation happen, and then you didn't practice what you're supposed to practice, then it may arouse you in a lot of emotions problem. You start to argue with your husband just because you never take that one deep breath. Because you never take that one deep breath, then you say out the words too fast, you may hurt the other person, right? I used to be like that, all right? I'm so arrogant, right? We are, right? We're so arrogant. It's like, oh, 有我讲就没有你讲的份, no? But we never think about how the other person actually see things, and we never stand in their capacity to see how they actually feel. So really now it's like sometimes like sometimes my friend used to tell me, 哎呀，女人有时要装傻。Then I was like, huh? 为什么我要装傻？ You know, it's like, why do I need to 装傻? Why do I need to be as if like I don't know? I know means I know. Say no. Sometimes in front of guys, you cannot be so as if you know everything. For some of you who has heard me saying that, right? When I was live in China, I lived there for 17 years. I moved house for 13 times. And then I can even tell my husband, because at some point of time, he's staying in other city. I'm staying in Beijing. So he said, I come back this weekend to help you to pack. I said, don't need. I can move on my own. Move house also, I don't need my husband to be around. Can you imagine? So because 太强了, I was too egoistic already. I thought I can do everything. I said, I can even take the screwdriver and fix certain thing. I can set up my computer myself. I can connect everything by myself. So I thought everything I can do by myself. But sometimes I need to pretend that I don't know how to do. Then my husband will keep coming home. Right? So master always tell us, right, sometimes your husband keeps spending time outside. Sometimes, unfortunately, they got 第二春. Sometimes you need to look back. Is it you yourself that caused the situation? Because you make him feel he's redundant, he's useless in this family. But if somebody else make him feel so valuable and he get love there, naturally, 动会动心的嘛. All right, so come to this point of time, we're going to invite our beautiful couple. Right, our couple, wow, they are the top of the town for the last 1 month. You know, we pay all the decoration, no more already. So our team has actually saw the decoration, right? So you have seen it. A few of them have taken photos. So now we're going to give the airtime to Jet and Ziyun. So let's welcome them.
Welcome, Jet and Ziyun.
Gratitude to Master Ted San, gratitude to the universe, gratitude to the Mighty San, gratitude to Rebecca and Eileen for inviting us. And also gratitude to Superlife Secret Codes. To this session, we've learned that breathing is very important. So I'm going to take a deep breath. And thank you, everyone. Well, initially we prepared our scripts separately. So I'll appreciate Ziyun accompany me here when I share with you a few little stories. So first of all, I want to share a story about creating a positive environment in my workplace. This February, thank you to Universe, I've received a new job with much better pay, more leave, a more flexible working hour, and more importantly, I have more time to volunteer and give back to the society. But with the new job, come with some new challenges. The work environment wasn't as warm as I expected. So my colleagues are all very capable, but positive feedback is extremely rare in my workplace. So for instance, in one of our stand-up meeting, colleague A reported that he has completed a project 50% ahead of schedule. Silence. Colleague B reports pulling 2 all-nighters just to fix a massive technical issue in the company. Still, silence. Colleague C reports wrapping up a multi-million dollars project, and yet again, silence, just like, almost like now. And just everyone just sits there, very serious, and there's no praise, no acknowledgement, not even a smile. And I guess because I've attended quite a lot of like classroom activities and also the Sunday 公修课, therefore I had to resist the urge of clapping my hands when I hear good news in our daily stand-ups. So I tried to privately compliment my colleagues, but everyone just seems so not used to, so very uncomfortable giving or receiving praise. At home, when facing my girlfriend, now fiance, I can very proudly like give her a lot of praise, saying like, "Oh, 小宝今天很漂亮哦，哇，今天上班很用功哦。Like she's so beautiful, she did well at work." But when it comes to my colleague, everything becomes like super awkward, almost as if like my first time saying "I love you" to my dad when I became an adult. However, things changed after I came back from the US trip. I was completely recharged, almost feeling like I'm like a human power bank. So I was able to complete my work, and I even had the extra capacity to help my colleagues. And therefore, my colleague noticed and publicly thanked me for the first time in one of the meeting. And that other people quickly joined in. And from that point onwards, the team atmosphere changed almost overnight. Even though our company is quite short-staffed, other teams has been resigning one after another, but our team has held up over 2 to 3 times of the workload and stress. Yet our unity and trust has increased because we started to appreciate each other. We started to voice out and to give praise to each other, seeing each other, 记得你的好. Therefore, we had a really strong teamwork in my company. So this dramatic change taught me that don't be discouraged. Keep sending out love and gratitude. Keep sending out the positive energy to the universe. And you can also create an atmosphere of love and gratitude. And now, thank you. Next is the story about resolving the tension between me and my manager. So despite seeing improvement in the team, my relationship with my manager was still quite strained because whenever issue comes up, he will assume that I was the problem and I was the one that requires fixing. Therefore, every interaction just felt really heavy and stressful. I felt misunderstood and also unappreciated. My ego wanted to defend myself, wanted to justify myself, and to prove that I wasn't the one that's wrong. Moreover, my manager is also very hard to please. So I've never heard him give any positive feedback to neither me nor the team. So for quite some time, I seriously contemplated of quitting and finding another job. Then comes a very important event in my life, which was my wedding proposal. So a few weeks ago, when I was secretly preparing the proposal, I was also reflecting on all the relationships in my life. And suddenly I had a powerful realization, which is before stepping into marriage, before transitioning to a new stage of life, I should strive to 圆满, strive to resolve every lingering tension or any unfinished karma, just as Master Ted-san has reminded us over and over again. So otherwise, how could I start a new chapter of life with purity and blessing if my heart is still carried like resentment towards my manager or towards anyone that I've met in my life? So that thought gave me the motivation to genuinely want to resolve the relationship, the tension between me and my manager. So I began practicing gratitude to my manager. At first, it felt really unnatural, but as the days passed, something softened, not just in him, but in me. So instead of reacting defensively when my manager was genuinely just giving me advice, I would listen and try to, instead of insisting being right, I would try to think from his point of view. So I stopped taking things personally and I practiced humility. And thank you for Master Ted-san taught us to let go of our ego, 做到去我. Therefore, and about a couple of days later, a miracle happened. My manager started changing as well. One day after a big client meeting, I received overwhelmingly positive feedback from both my clients and my CEO, but that couldn't match the satisfaction of hearing my manager saying, "Good job." Just these two simple words. Coming from him, it felt huge. it felt different from any kind of compliments coming from anyone else. Later on, he even began to checking on me more often and even offered to help me whenever I face new challenges in my work. And that is where I finally understood when I put down my ego, others would also put their guard down. And when I choose gratitude, situation choose harmony. Therefore, in today's world, there are many discouraging voices, very many pessimistic voices like lie flat or do the bare minimum at your work, or even over time might seems to be an extremely unfortunate or unlucky event in the working world. But Master Ted San taught us something very different, which is to try our best to strive and seize every learning opportunity. Not because we want to impress others, not because life is a competition, but because every effort we make will become the spiritual growth that no one else can take away. Therefore, I'm deeply gratitude to Master Ted San, to Superlight Secret Code, to the universe, and to the Mighty Sun to be able to learn the 宇宙天地, the truth of living. And lastly, I wish all of you wholeheartedly, through proper practice, winning every moment and becoming the brightest, the most uplifting star in any crowd. Honor the universe and our Master Ted San. Thank you for listening.
Let's welcome our beautiful bride to be.
Gratitude to Master Ted San, gratitude to the universe, and gratitude to the sun, and gratitude to every one of that attend the class today. So thanks for the sharing from your side. So it's I'm going to share the story from my side. So so what I've learned in Super Life Secret Code is that energy is very important. So in life, we hope to have all the good things, like a good income, good relationship, and good health, and all those. All this we need like to have enough energy. So yeah.
I think you use this mic is louder, right?
Sure. Yeah, and one important concept I learned from Master Ted San is that input and output. So we need to have input. So in order to have output, we can't just sit there and hope for good things will happen. So I would like to share a few my stories that how like the input and output experiment that I did. So first of all I would like to share that back in when I first learned Super Life Secret Code, I had a very like tense relationship with my younger sister at home because I always feel that she's annoying, and yeah, she likes to trigger me, likes to disturb me. So I know that like maybe she crave for attention, but I don't like to be disturbed. So but after learning Super Life Secret Code, I learned that we need to let go of our ego, and by connecting to the universe, by practicing the methods in the book, I got we are able to have more love in our heart, and with more love, and I able to see my sister as a very lovely lovely person, and very important person in my life. So so that the experiment result is we are now very close to each other. We can share things that share our clothes that wouldn't happen in previously. I was like, this is mine, no, don't touch my things. Yeah. So this is like number one story that my successful experiment. And second story is in like in the relationship with the people around us. So I was less like care about like building relationship with my friends in school. So I didn't really know how to get along with people, especially when they make like bad remarks or comments or like sound unkind. So I like what I choose is to focus on my studies. So like because I'm not sure how to get along with people and I lack the confidence. So, and even have some kind of social anxiety when it comes to like the social like scenario. So after learning Super Life Secret Code and 弟子规, I realized that I need to change a lot of my bad habits how I view people. Like when I see other get a higher marks than me, then I will like secretly envy them. So or like yeah, being a bit narrow-minded, cannot see others doing better. So um so like by actively practicing a master's TED science method, um like being like realizing that I have more and more love from the universe. I don't need to try to like always compare and like counting on others. So as I was able to let go of these bad habits, and the result is I can sincerely bless others and appreciate everyone who appears in my life, because Master Tetsan also taught us that everyone contributes to our success, and also practice enthusiasm to the friends around me. And even the one of the evidence for the outcome is one of my university friend said she never realized that I had this social anxiety, and she thought that I was like bubbly and I was like very friendly person. That I don't think my high school friend will agree with that. So there was a change. Yeah. And so I've become more confident in making friends, and that because I believe in that we need to be the one who give out first, like giving a kindness of gesture to other people, and not just like hope others will be kind to us. Yeah. So when we know like always input love and gratitude to our life, we will resonate more, and we'll see our environment and people around us will change. So especially in when I was in university and I was doing my final year project with my professor. So I had a friend which is under the same school, same project, same environment, same resources, but the feedback from my friend is that professor is unhelpful, not giving any direction. So he's struggling. And but I just feel like kind of strange. Why? Because my the professor, which is same, gave me a lot of guidance, and I also had a PhD advisor who like guide me step by step, and like all in all, it's a very supportive environment. And at the end, I also received the best researcher award from the university, and the paper was accepted in a conference that it was internationally recognized. So yeah, but so and that is like not only in school. After I came out to work, when gathering with friends, they will start complaining how bad is their workplace, how toxic is it, like the colleagues are backstabbing them, or the unreasonable boss, or yeah. But I just like, oh, is that true? Because like I am very grateful that I meet very good company and with very good culture, and like very kind colleagues that really cares think of my personal career and growth. And so I still remember one moment that really like touched me. So my colleague was considering to join the project, and she asked, "Is the project lead a kind person?" So like normally we will ask like, "Is this person really capable or powerful or like famous, but yeah, but my colleague is care about kindness more than capability. So that was I'm very grateful that I have this environment for me, and I believe that it's because of that Master Ted San's teaching that we have to input love and gratitude in our life every day, and with that it also helped me to navigate a lot of life challenges, including relationship with my boyfriend. So it's fiancé,
boyfriend.
yeah.
Fiance.
Fiancé.
Still not
Still
used
not
to
used to
it.
it. Yeah, and thank you, universe, for gifting me a like happy relationship and with my dream come true, and that I wishes that to be able to learn and learn Super Life Secret Code together with my partner.
Yes.
And yeah, but life is not always like sweet. Sometimes we will have conflicts because we are all like individual. We have like rough edges when we both have low energy and we're like getting into quarrels. But very thankful that when both of us start to coming to the classroom, start to practice, start to encourage each other to like practice like we uplift each other to we encourage each other to like come learn the
To
ma-
cultivate together.
yeah, cultivate together. So I can obviously see that when both of us is learning together, we can have the same mindset, same perspective on the kind of issue or problem, so that we can easily talk each other out, and we will not like go into a rabbit hole like and yeah. So it's very important and very grateful to have this like blessing in my life. So and I believe like when I share with my friend, they will say like life has good ups and downs, it's normal. We had good and bad. Why have to be so brightful and cheerful every day? Yeah, but I think it's all about choice. Like you choose what you want, and here we know that this is the way, our way to with the love from the sun that guide us to lead us to the pinnacle of life. So it's your choice whether to practice. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, thank you. All right, thank you, Jet and Ziyun. Did you see how Jet looked at Ziyun? The kind of admiration that he has, the kind of love transmission, the kind of support, I can feel the love. All right, and I think from Jet's sharing, I truly was inspired, as in that you see an environment can be very, very strained and very stern, right? But it takes a person to make the first move. And he has a lot of wisdom because he didn't do funny things to try to get people to start to please each other, start to say welcome. Because after people think that this person don't belong in this culture, you're outcast. But as he does do what he thinks he needs to do, doing things in the right way, when the time is right, the universe will create the opportunity for you. All right. So the trip to the US for them with their parents is like a opening, kai guan, the switch is like double turn on. So maybe initially you have the circuit, you on the switch, but between the switch and the circuit is not connected. So he just found this connection, and immediately, because of him, he impacted the whole environment in the company. Right. So when the bonding around teammates are better, team spirits get better. When team spirits get better, you work better. You increase productivity, you increase efficiency, everything increase. End of the day, who benefits? The bosses will benefit, right? But when the bosses benefit, we benefit in the end also, because end of the day, at the end of the year, our appraisal will be probably more positive than before. And then we may get better bonuses. So everything is a domino effect, right? So you really need to speak at the right time and using the right method. So because of his change, he's impacted the environment. And like what he said, even the CEO and the client giving him praise, but just 2 words from the manager, good job. Because he knows that this is the person that's going to watch over him every day. This is the person that's going to mentor him every day. So this words coming from the manager is really the truly satisfaction from him, because I'm sure being new in a company, being a newbie is always very, very competitive. And it sounded like his company is a very competitive environment. And for Ziyun, why she started off talking so much about her school, her university time, because she already came into Super Life Secret Code when she was a student. Ziyun's mother is also a host in Malaysia. And because of the mother change and influence the family, so she started Super Life Secret Code. I remember the first time I met her was one of the Sunday in Gong Xiu Ke. I was at the back sitting, she was at the back sitting, and then Uncle Sam introduced her to me. And then since that day, I was like, wow, this girl is so sweet. Then after that, I keep seeing her, and then slowly I see her plus one more person because she influenced Jet to come into the system. And in fact, when Jet joined, actually Jet is really very blessed. So Ziyun is his benefactor, life benefactor, 他的贵人. I still remember 2 years ago when he first joined, he 懵懵懂懂 I think that's when to accompany the girlfriend, go to July event in KL 2 years ago. And then after come back, he got a good job, right? That's correct, right? I remember the story. And then things just progressed for him. And after that, see, in this year, February, again, he has a better job, a better opportunity. So it's always upgrading your life. So when you want things to change, you yourself have to make the change. But many a times, we don't know how to change. We start to bang a lot of walls. So in Super Life Secret Code, Master given us very, very clear direction. So he always tells us, he's already there. It's whether you want to go to him, you want to get connected with him. All right, so it's your choices, as what Zui mentioned. It's all about our choices. So once you have your level of energy lifted up, once you have your level of wisdom lifted up, you will always make the right choice for your life. And whenever things benefit you, your whole family will be benefited. So that's exactly a very typical example from them. And yes, indeed, I think this is the second time they share in our English session, but I saw they have grown so much in them. Right, the confidence, the kind of value they bring, they have grown so much. So yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations to our beautiful and pretty couples. Yes. Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
so yes, so they're still not used to it now. So just how you say, oh, I learned how to get to my boyfriend, he's like, huh, boyfriend? So it comes so natural, is it? Yeah, but it takes time to get used to it. Okay, all right. So before we start the next book, okay, we have just started off reading the author's introduction this book last week. So before we start this book, we're going to play one video to share with you, because this is a very important book and one of the books that actually got Master Ted Sun being nominated 3 times for Nobel Peace Prize nominee. So let's watch this video.
My name is Megan, and it is with great honor for myself and the Peace Institute to have nominated Master Ted Sun for the 2022 Nobel Peace Prize, recognizing him for his decades of work developing and teaching the Super Life Secret Code system to the world, and most recently his publishing of the Say No to Depression book and training programs, which has helped hundreds of thousands of people around the world understand and cure depression. Management of our mental health is a monumental step towards achieving world peace. With so many challenges in the world, mental health has become a major driver for much of the conditions of society. COVID has wreaked havoc on people's mental state even more so than their physical state. Division amongst people has proliferated and led to hostility globally. The new silent killer of peace is the negative mindset of people and the ability for it to spread virally. Master Ted Sun has dedicated his life to helping all people improve their mental health and shift their mindset, making the world a better place for today and the future, thus creating a pathway for world peace and harmony.
Wow, see? So this was also the video that I chanced upon where they talk about when Master Ted Sun was being nominated. So you see, I think like what these Compare has actually said, I think the number one killer nowadays is actually a lot of our mental well-being, right? So a lot of people are very stressed because of the environment. Things are changed, technology has changed, but sometimes this technology may stress us further, right? It stresses us further because we feel that how come we are so, wow, 有代沟啊? Huh? What are you talking about? What AI? You know, you start to feel that you are not connected to the society anymore. So when all these kind of things can even arouse you to slowly step backward, step backward, step backward. So the more you want to step backward, you get disconnected from the world, you will only love your room. So when you only love your room, you only love your four walls, right? So when you love your four walls, you only start to sometimes still love yourself, but you will start to pity yourself. How come, wow, I watched this video, this person so many friends. How come nobody asked me to go and eat dinner? Then you start to be doubtful of yourself. So this is how actually depression come around, because you start to lose confidence of yourself. You start to feel that you cannot manage yourself anymore in this society. So you start to shut yourself up. So really, in depression, it's very dangerous, right? We have seen a lot of cases, a lot of young people, because of depression, they just walk up to the top of the building and they just end their life, just because they couldn't take some stress. So all these things can be avoided and it can be controlled if you take control of your life. All right, so we're going to go straight into the reading of our second book. Rebecca?
Thank you, Eileen. Yes, we are going to say no to depressions on this book. And let's invite our reading angels to read the front and the back page of the book. And then we are going into our chapter 1 today. Thank you. Mr. Siu, yes, let's begin. Super Life Secret Code. Say no to depressions.
Everything you need to know about depression and how to beat it by Master Ted Sun.
All right, turn to the back of the page.
Say No to Depression shares everything about depression and clarifies that many unexplained illness and their root causes. If you do not change, energy will not shift. Ultimately, you will be stuck. Many people belong to a high-risk group that potentially can suffer from depression, and there is a good chance that you are one of them. The rapid modernization of society, which is not parallel to spiritual development, has caused more and more people to plunge into depression. This book provides the secrets and simple practice to activate your innate self-healing superpower that will liberate you from the years of stored energy and pain.
Yes.
At one point or another, about half of us will experience some kind of mental health or emotional problems. Many will turn to a doctor for help and support. I recommend reading this book as it contains the essential tools needed to overcome challenges in life.
By
By Dr.
Li
Zihan.
All right, and we are going to start the chapter 1. We look backwards to this page 16. The miss is page 15, chapter 1. Where does depression come from? And this branch of tree are going to our our brain. So this is on the chapters page 16. All right, we invite Mr. Siu to read on the page 17 to the page 20. Let's begin. Uncle Dick, 第17页。
第17页 1717 啊 Okay.
Ready? Okay, 好。
Okay, let's start.
Ready.
A field of physical and mental medicine that is not understood. The purpose of this publication, Say No to Depression, is to share everything about depression and to clarify that many unexplained illness and their root causes. The concepts that I convey in this book tap into an area of human body and mind that the current state of medical studies and medicine do not understand. Maybe this will lead to a Nobel Prize. Discover the password of life, then your future will be bright. Most people hold the concept of hard work equal success, but the leaks in life are quietly surrounding you and they produce symptoms such as cancer, depression, bipolar disorder, and other psychological related illness. When you enter the Super Life Secret Codes system, your hidden depression will be swiped away. You must play your part to learn and follow all the steps diligently, so that you will strive forward in physical life and spiritual life. Once you absorb and connect with the universe teaching, you will be able to achieve abundance and happiness. Otherwise, anything can be unpredictable in the world. Always remember, the only thing that is constant in the universe is change. Depression creates negative energy that becomes a illness. Depression means blockage, which creates pressure, a form of energy. Once this energy inside our body accumulates, depression arises. Depression is the beginning of many illnesses. For example, being late for work causes you to get scolded by your boss and ruins your mood for the whole day. But if there were a surge of positive energy to flush out the depressing energy quickly, then your mood could improve immediately. However, if you cannot remove the negative energy and depression feeling in your mind within a short time, this feeling will create a chemical reaction and affect you. When more depression feelings accumulate and exceeds your level of tolerance, then it will create great harm to your mind, body, and soul.
Super Health Secret Codes can relieve symptoms of depression. The method mentioned in the book Super Health Secret Codes can relieve symptoms of depression. For example, issues with daily bowels movement can affect many aspects of a body, mind, and soul. If some organs are functioning poorly, circulations can be impaired and cause problems with your bowels movement. This discomfort will prolong can lead to an early stage of depression. A simple bowel movement issues is enough to trigger uneasiness and depression. There are inherited depression factors in life. When I look further into the life map of certain people, I can see that depression has already set in and they were born with it. This indicates that the depression factors has pre-existed in the person fate, and that puts this person in the congenital depression group and a high risk for cancer. The imbalanced energy exuberated psychological abundance with the accumulations of many problems and worries in life. One triggering point can cause an imbalance of energy that will exacerbate your physical burdens. As a result, your psychological burdens. As a result, it's very likely that a person can suffer from depressions overnight. These sudden consequences is hard to handle and cannot be explained by science and technology. Thank you.
Thank you, our two reading angels. Yes, it's a short chapter, but it's actually included a lot of some simple things can cause depressions. All right, just share about the bowels problems. BNB. Bowels problem, constipation can cause us with some don't say about depressions. We are called as anxiety. We can make us a bit of the anxiety. We feel uncomfortable. But right now, when people who saying about bowel irritable bowel syndrome, they actually treat it as a psychology problems now. So now gastro doctors, they no more seeing irritable bowel symptom. They actually put it into a psychologist doctor. I just attend a course and then I realized that the doctors are not seeing this problem anymore. So it's true enough, Master returns here. A bowel syndrome problems, they can actually lead into depression. So they need to see a psycho doctor. So true is now. Yeah, if it's actually something, most of the time it's actually lead to our negative energy when we fall sick. So Master always tell us that a lot of things causes our depressions, our illness, cause cancer is actually all lead to our negative energy. So Master want us to empower. We are here to empower energy. If you feel you are very down, you are very tired, you are lack of energy, come into our classes. It will actually, one of the sharing, it will help you. Or either that you flip open to our books. Any sentences, it actually can find out your answers in the book. Yeah, we have a lot of things like master tools to help us to come to do to help us through. We can actually do our step 1, 2, 3. If you feel very tired, very down, do our step 1, 2, 3, do our meditations, the visualizations. Then what Jack just mentions, some powerful visualization come into his mind. So it actually clear his problems. So when we do our visualizations, it's actually to reflect and then to help us to approach how are we going to manipulate our own self. The visualization is just a 10-15 minutes, but actually it helps us quite a lot, especially you do it at home in the morning time for step 1, 2, 3. So when we wake up, you have to grateful to your body, your organs. I always wake up, I tends to, every morning, the first thing in our visualization, I will thanks to my organs, my bowel, because after I come into Super Life Secret Code, because initially I used to have constipations. When I start my coffee detox, our book, our master book, I started with the coffee detox. I got don't have this problem anymore. It stopped totally. So our 健康密码 is very important also. Master lead us how to go into a proper lifestyle and how to take care of our health. Those things are not able to get from the doctor. The doctor won't help you for that. The doctor won't tell you a lack of energy. If you consult about headache, what Master said, Cai Li Shi 老师 also said, 头痛医头，脚痛医脚. So this is the problems. Yeah. So in our Super Life Secret Code is a menu that it help us. There is a technique. There is a technique to help us solve the problem. Yeah. So join the class and read our books step by step. Master also said that we have to practice it diligently. Yeah. Eileen?
Yes, thank you, Rebecca. And in fact, just now I was looking at this on page 18. The last sentence it says here, always remember, the only thing that is constant in the universe is change, right? So always remember this. This is why everything that is constant in the universe is change. And that's what we need to know, is that we really need to understand the truth of the universe. Because the truth of the universe will not change, right? So this is something why we need to come to listen to what Master has always got to teach us, especially his Sunday 公修课 is so important. And of course, his big events that's always coming up. Because every time his big event, there's always a theme for it. And whatever theme he set it, that's what you're going to receive. Okay, and you may say that, but I don't receive anything. Maybe physically you don't receive anything, but actually inside you, you are being cleansed. You may be sleeping through the whole 10 to 6 o'clock. Every time 心法 only 我睡觉. 心法 only 睡觉. It's very normal because I started off like that also. But as I start to cultivate, I start to resonate more with Master, I realize the more and the more and the more during all these events, this visualization, my own level, I felt I'm lifted. All right. So that's why our daily practicing, our daily 14 homeworks is so important. Of course, it doesn't mean that, every day must 14 homework. You never tell me that. You only tell me read this book or listen to the music. I can sleep. I'm happy already. Fine. It's okay. Right. But if you are able to, the 14 homeworks can be easily adapted into your daily life. So later we can share a little bit more if you have the time. And it says here, depression means blockage which creates pressure, which is a form of energy, right? And once this energy inside our body accumulates, depression arises, and depression is the beginning of many illness, all right? Because once you're in the depression, emotionally, sometimes you can't control yourself. You can't sleep, all right? We're here, so many people, our friend also, walk out of depression using Super Life Secret Code. She could not sleep for days and nights. Okay, and so that's why it's very important. This chapter, like what last time Ellen said, so short, so fast. Yeah, It's very short, it's very fast. And I heard Mr. Siu say, yeah, the application is important. That's exactly what I want to remind everybody. This book is very short, but you must really read and digest every single word that Master say and apply what he tell us. You'll be realizing that he keep telling us energy, 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 until 你哇这样频繁的一直讲 energy, energy. But do you really mobilize your energy? So that's where we need to keep reminding ourselves how to mobilize our energy. Anybody until today still don't know how to mobilize your positive energy? All know already. Wow, very good. Give us a round of applause. Yeah. So if all know how to mobilize your energy, everybody is smiling already. Yeah, like Gina. Today she's smiling from the start to now. She got a new hairdo, right? No, you blow your hair today.
Isn't it? She looks different.
She looks different.
brighter.
She looks brighter,
Yeah.
more angge.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I was
Yes,
actually
because the
yeah.
day comparing to a few weeks ago when
first
she was
day,
here, yeah. So that's why you see, everything is possible. I always say, right, when you wake up in the morning, you decide how you want to look tonight. How you want to look today when I walk out the MRT? You want to be the one that wears sour, or you want to be the one that morning? Did everybody practice that? Master always tell us, right, in the morning, any stranger that walk past say good morning. Like today, I got into the lift. Before I could say good morning, one small kid tell me morning. Then the parents was like, wow, like felt so shocked. But then I tell myself that, wow, he said morning to me, so 可能我是在发光的. Right? So that's how I also tell myself, wow, pat on my shoulder. So I want to be continue to be like that before, people reciprocate. So I was looking at this small boy before I could open my mouth and say good morning. He said, morning. And then the whole family was shocked. I think probably he usually don't say that. It could be. Yeah. So that's why we always have to find every chance that we can to practice. Sometimes it's not easy, Miming already late for work. Every angry today got 3 deadline. Still want me to say good morning to people, sometimes it's not easy, but you try. Because by doing so, it actually brightens up your day. You feel happier. And there are times I say good morning, nobody answer me one. You hold the lift, then nobody tell you thank you. It's like, I'm supposed to hold the lift, But then sometimes in this society, we find that it's so normal. It's so normal you hold the lift. 反正你先进去就是你先 hold. And there are people who go in and just go to the corner, don't even hold the lift. But that is them, right? It's their choice. So we don't want to be like them. So end of the day, we walk in, we could be morning, whether they answer, they don't answer, it's okay. But I feel happy because I greet somebody. Maybe my morning makes somebody happier. We don't know. All right. So everything starts from us. So then again, it's about how we want to put into practice what we have learned in Super Life Secret Code. All right. At this point of time, I want to invite 我生命的贵人.
Yeah.
Yes, because she is the one who introduced me to Super Life Secret Code, and she's none other than Carol. Yes, let's welcome Carol.
Welcome.
Gratitude to Master Tek-san, gratitude to Heaven and Earth, gratitude to Mighty Sun, and also gratitude to the 2 amazing hosts, beloved Eileen and also Rebecca invited me for this today's sharing. Good evening, everybody. My name is Carol. Nice to meet all of you. I get to know Super Life Secret Code. I think today we study about these 2 subjects about, breathing and, just now Eileen mentioned about greeting, start from ourselves, it really reminds me a lot of things in my journey for learning this Super Life Secret Code. Okay, I remember when I started this book, Super Life Secret Code, I was in the situations that I had this I think women's, all of you, menopause, okay? So I didn't know that I'm actually going through a menopause, that my energy level was super low. And I feel very tired. It's kind of like I don't have any energy to do anything. I just feel constant lethargic, And that doesn't really happen in my life because I'm personally in wellness industry. So I always give people energy and I'm kind of like very active, I exercise and all this. So during that pandemic time. And I found this book when I was nothing to do because my shop I have to close down because of the pandemic. I cannot run it. And then coincidentally that my lease already expired. So I take the opportunity to just convert my business to online. So during that period of time, my energy was very low. And it happens that when I tidy up my house, then I saw a book. And the book is Promises of 1,000 Years. Yeah, it's a Chinese Promises of 1,000 Years. And when I read this book, I feel a lot of energy from the people who shared. And then I was amazed because, and also it actually lead me to read another book, which is that, they mentioned about you need to read this book called Super Life Secret Code. So I couldn't find the book, but I went to a lot of bookshop. I go online, I couldn't find this book. But eventually I found it in Kinokuniya and it left one only, I don't know why. So when I read this book, right, when I go back home, I read this book, wow. I was totally amazed. This book is just like a manual for our life. And it gives us a lot of techniques and also ways and understand about love and gratitude. Okay, my background, basically I was serving in church for so many years. I'm in my, I think Eileen know, I'm serving in church for more than close to 2 decades. So every single Sunday, I would just meet pastors, and in my house, basically, we are hosting care group as well. So we meet people, a lot of them are having life challenges such as illness, relationship issue, and a lot of challenges that you see people are struggling, and yet you couldn't see any breakthrough. And when I saw Super Life Secret Code, this book, and also the people who shared, I was a little bit skeptical, to be honest, because to me, I thought it's Buddhism or kind of like any religion. So I'm really grateful about Penny. She was very patient. Okay, I actually texted Facebook because those days during pandemic, we only can access this system through a lot of Zoom. Okay, so I also watch Malaysian Zoom and all this, and I'm very grateful that somehow they lead me to Penny because I wanted to buy more books from Master. And without knowing the step 1, 2, 3 and all this, because back then we don't have the chance to attend the class because, I think the pandemic, so the class closed. So through the personal practice at home, and I watched the 弟子规 as they share with us, I was truly amazed about the systems. Yet I still skeptical a little bit, you know what I mean? Because I was in my own belief and faith for so many years, So when I get hold on this book, right, I really spent a few months, about 6 months, to really study in the Zoom that there's all these people who are sharing, is it too good to be true? Or is there any system that really can help people in their challenges in their life? And I can really feel their sincerity when they share. And no one there to share, like unless you now study Super Life Secret Code. If not, you will not go out to you will not share with your families or your colleague that what you have gone through, and you like this amazing couples, I do not know your name, maybe later I will ask you again. So you will not tell anybody, you always show your best in front of people, right? And you always hide your weakness, and majority of us, when we do not practice Super Life Secret Code. So when you come to Super Life Secret Code, you can feel that people are so real. And then when I really get hold on this system and I really attend Master big events and I saw him, it's kind of like the way he preached about love and gratitude. Yeah, we practice gratitude, but I'm kind of like someone that always take things for granted. And he literally tell us how we need to be grateful and then also apply 弟子规. So from this energy, from this practice, right, you can feel your energy is switching already from negative to positive. And when I practice Super Life Secret Code, I realize not only myself, that point of times that together with Eileen, I also share with some of them that who join master class, and some of them they have a financial issue. They have big financial issue, and a few months when they attended Super Life Secret Code, I literally can see their transformation. And some of them they have anxiety and almost depression, and very short period of time, that I think 3 or 4 months, and she's off of this depression. And I also seen one of that, also my dear sister, that she, because of studied Super Life Secret Code, very short period of time, that her eyes couldn't see, and when she cannot read the book too long, if not, she will have tears. But when she came to Super Life Secret Code and she volunteered to become one of the readers, to read. And then amazingly that she told me she was healed. So this kind of breakthrough one by one, I seen through the people that I brought in. So I just feel that, Master, when he teach about love and gratitude energy, it's so important for our daily life. And all of us, we also face challenges in our life, okay? So I never seen such an amazing system that can help people to transform if they really, devote their times and diligently involve themselves in this system. And very short period of times that you can see their transformation. For myself is that, of course, relationship. Okay, I have 2 children, okay? When I diligently study Super Life Secret Code, most of the times that I read Master's book, 弟子规 and all this, I can really see that my own transformation and the people around me, especially my family members. I don't even have to, we always try to change others, especially our family members. You want to change somebody, you want to change your family members, you want to change this person, hope that they will change. But ultimately, it's we ourselves. We are the self that we got to change, So when I started to really devote my times to really learn from Master, I found that my family members, they change. My children, they study better, the way they talk, And even my husband, although he's not here to learn Super Life Secret Code, but he basically he support me. He attended Master big event in Taiwan also because I told him that, hey, it's our anniversary. You want to go holiday or not? So, he respect a master. Sometimes when we have a little bit of argument, we are still in life. Doesn't mean that we learn Super Life Secret Code, we don't have any challenges, okay? No, we still face the challenge. The only thing is that you have wisdom to handle it. You know how to do a quick reflections, to slow down a little bit, just like breathing. I know how to take a deep breath. And gratitude is really some things that I learned the most in this journey. And we have so many things to be grateful. Like what Rebecca said, every single day she will just wake up, she will be grateful. Yeah, it's so important. We always feel that, no money, no money. But in fact, if let's say we go for eye surgery, it costs us how much? 我们是千万富翁，因为我们有了健康。We really have our great health. We already a multi-millionaire. If we really seriously think about that, right? Sometimes somebody go for surgery, how much it costs them? So much. From the eye, from the nose, from everything. Wow, I think when the day that you start to, I practice gratitude every single day, at least 10 things to be grateful. And living in present, I feel that is very important. So when we truly practice and also really learn from what Master taught us, you feel that you are living in the present, right? Sometimes we live in the moment that we always think of past, or we are anxious for future. But I think the breathing and a lot of method that Master teach us is really teach us to live in the present. Like for example, I think this moment it will pass. Every one of you listen my story, but this moment will pass. But the present is so important. Like I love the sharing of these 2 couples. I just feel the love. Wow, the whole room full of love. So love is very important, and the highest level of love is really gratitude. So I become more grateful to my husband. You know, we married for 20 over years, and then I become more grateful. You know, especially people who are very close with us. Sometimes we just take things for granted. You know, and I'm very very grateful about some of the leaders here. You know, like Sing Hui, Mr. Ho, Penny. They are so passionate, and they are so much love that they impart to us, you know, and then they show us the examples that we just feel that this room, especially Master, is so amazing because we can actually gather together and learn together, you know. And Elaine, I think I have one, I bring another one friend, and she brought Sister Elaine, almost 70 plus. And every single times, if let's say she can make it, and then she will bring, and sometimes she bring her whole family, you know. So I'm very very grateful to see a lot of life transformations when they really study Super Life Secret Code. And also one of that, Annie, you know, I see her transformation. I know her for many, many years. She used to struggle financial badly. And also the relationship with her husband, she'll always fight with her husband. And now you can see that the family are so harmonious, and the children are working with a very good job, you know. So, of course, I still receive some accusation for people that who tell me, hey, you know, you are so and so, you know, and then why you studied this, you know. To me, it's because I make it very clear is everybody need energy. And everybody need to be grateful because we born with nothing, and then we cannot complain, you know. So we just need to, and today's society, you can feel that, like what Eileen says, you know, no one is really showing an example to give their love. So when I started to literally diligently study Super Life Secret Code, every single action and movement, what we do is really representing who we are. So like, you know, pressing the leaf, I always do pressing the leaf for others, you know. We don't, of course, sowing and reaping, of course, we don't ask for, you know, repaid and all this. But when we do that, right, it's showing an example and represents Super Life Secret Code, what Master have taught us. And he's such an amazing, amazing Master because I've been in others' faith as well, you know, Catholic, Christian, Feng Shui. My own family, we were born very strong Buddhism. All my family are Buddhist, you know. So to me, everybody are equal, just like Master taught us. You know, we have to treat everybody equal, treat everybody with love. And then the most important thing is that, like, you know, pressing the leaf, I always do that. And even, you know, when I get on any transport, I will say thank you to the driver. And it was so amazed that my husband also do that after I show an example. You know, so a lot of people think that, hey, this is so little action. Just like I think someone, Eileen mentioned also about good morning. I always say good morning to people, especially foreign worker. You know, a lot of times that we forget what they have done, you know. And then when you look at practice gratitude, the rubbish, wow, so smelly. You know, so I always love to greet them. And I also love to greet those who are sweeping the floor. And amazingly is that when I was kind of like, when I rushing to work or whatsoever, sometimes I forget, I just look at my phone. And then they will say, hey, good morning, you know. I was like, oh my God, you know. Yeah, so you will just feel that, wow, sowing and reaping, then you can feel that, you know. So I'm very grateful I have learned Super Life Secret Code. And then I'm also very grateful that what Master had taught us. And then we became someone that, you know, of course we have challenges, but we see the challenges no longer an issue, but it actually set us up for a blessing. You know, so if let's say we can be grateful about our challenge, definitely from the challenge, we can learn some things to improve ourselves. And then we can actually go higher level. Yeah, so I'm still learning. I'm grateful for every one of you who actually take times to listen to my sharing. And of course, I wish all of you not only have life, but have life more abundantly, especially in your relationship, you know, your workplace, your family, and all this. Yeah. Right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Sister Carol. And yes, indeed, I can't count how many thank you I need to say to her for bringing me to Superlife Secret Code. And in fact, there's one sentence that what she said had actually triggered me to find out more about Superlife Secret Code, because like she own self says, she served the pastor. So the whole night at the dining table, she was like, why is she telling me something else where she's a Christian, you know? And then end of the day, she only tell me one thing. She says, because everyone needs to uplift our energy, and you need to uplift your spiritual energy. So because of this sentence, she told me, I felt, yeah, it's quite true. I also need to uplift my spiritual energy. It's how I want to connect also if I'm in whatever religion I am in. So because of curiosity, and then I came in, and that it is since 2022 till now. And this journey is really, end of the day, is she can bring me in, but it's up to me, my choice, whether I want to progress or I just want to come in, find out what happened and go off. So then again, it's really everybody's choice, right? So whenever we can, we want to grab every opportunity we can to upgrade ourselves. Right, Rebecca?
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Eileen, and thank you, Carol, Sister Carol. Yeah, we are listening to Carol's sharing. So get more friends here, and we will invite Carols to share more often. Actually, one sharing and can have more blessing to everyone's here. And then this importantly, we are coming, our big events is on the 6th of December. That is our love and sharings in LTC. That is on the 6th December, 2 p.m. to 4:30. That's how we're going to help people. We share more, and actually in this type of sharing, it can help more people. So this is in LTC. Try to get friends, new friends around, to invite them to the class. So Yvonne, are you in town? No. Oh yes, yeah. She's busy because her son is in overseas. So most of the parents are now having holidays because the children also are having holidays. Yeah. So another important thing is our December's event.
Yes. Video.
今运满人间，好运过好年. Let's watch a short videos.
Yes,
Thank
so as
you.
soon as Esther is ready, let's watch this video. It's a very important event happening in December 20th and 21st. So, and then Master is going to Taiwan, but if you can't go to Taiwan, no problem. We have a very beautiful venue in Singapore. So let's watch this introductory video to our December event.
古人早有智慧，《黄帝内经》言：“百病生于气，止于阴。”这句话揭示了身心健康与声音、音律之间的微妙关系。当人情绪郁结、气机不畅，百病由此而生；而当音律共振心灵，能量重新流动，生命便可重获和谐。这正是超级生命密码音乐的核心价值。透过音律，滋养身心，转化人生。音乐能触动最深层的情感，打开心门，让被压抑的情绪得到释放。在快节奏、压力巨大的现代生活中，许多人不自觉地积累了负能量，进而引发身心失衡。而当我们沉浸于超码音乐时，旋律与能量波动相互交织，带来深层的安定与舒缓。这不仅仅是听觉的享受，更是一种灵魂的调频与校正。超码音乐与一般音乐不同，超码音乐蕴含着特殊的能量密码。这些音律不仅有艺术之美，更承载了天地宇宙的频率。当我们专注聆听，心境自然沉淀，能量自然流转，许多过去无法解开的结会在不知不觉间松动。这是超码音乐的神奇之处，它不是外在强加的力量，而是引领我们回归内在本源， 与天地共振。气是生命的根本，阴是气的良方。当我们心情愉悦时，身体自会健康；当我们陷入低频情绪时，疾病便容易滋生。超马音乐透过正向频率，帮助我们转化忧虑、愤怒、恐惧等负面能量，使心灵回到平和、喜悦与光明。这种由阴引导的能量转换，正是改造人生的起点。修补身心不是偶然的事件，而是需要持续的滋养。每天抽出一段时间，静下心来，让自己完全沉浸在超马音乐的旋律中，就像进行一场能量的沐浴。当身心被音乐调和，潜意识被正能量灌注，思维更清晰，行动更有力，生命也会逐渐走向光明与圆满。许多人见证过，当自己持续浸润于超马音乐，心境变得柔和，关系变得和谐，健康逐步改善，甚至人生的困境也迎来转机。这不是幻觉，而是因作为能量的载体，正在默默地调整我们的生命频率。当我们与音乐同频共振，人生自然会被推动到更高的境界。超马音乐不只是旋律的流淌，而是天地能量的回响。它能抚慰心灵，化解郁结，并引领人生迈向幸福与圆满。当我们真正体验到百病生于气，止于阴的智慧，就会明白，音乐不仅能修补身心，更能改造人生。诚挚地邀请您，让我们一起透过音的滋养，来调整我们的身心频率，彻底清理过去的负面能量。携手一起，金运满人间，好运过好年。
Yes, prosperity all around, good fortune for the new year. Wow, so we are all welcoming 2026. And if you can, please mark down on the calendar, December 20th and 21st.
Stick
If
with
you're
me
unable
for
to
the
go
next
with
few
us
minutes
to Taiwan,
and reveal a hidden strategy that's about to change everything you thought
just
you
give
knew
Esther a
about
little bit of time.
All started with
She
this
needs to
little green
stop
arrow
the
you
video.
can see.
All right, thank you. Okay, so do mark down on your calendar, December 20th and 21st. For those who are joining us in Taiwan, Amy is joining me in Taiwan. We're very excited about it. And then, of course, if you can't go to Taiwan, join us in Singapore. Okay, we have it, and we have rented this beautiful venue in Jurong at E2I. 2 days we have an event there. Then you can actually resonate together with everyone at this venue, listening to the concert and attending the workshop the next day. Of course, if you can't make it to Jurong, you need to be at home, maybe due to some reasons you can't step out of your house. For this time, you can also access online because it's an online event for Singapore and Malaysia. Both days you can, you can actually access online or in any part of the world. Okay, because it's a Taiwan event. So in Singapore, if you can't go to the venue, you can actually access online. All right, but if you can, we all know it's better to be at the venue. Why? Because you're surrounded by all positive energy people. And very importantly, during the workshop, you will not get a bit distracted. 吃瓜子啦，喝咖啡啦，上个厕所啦。Maybe I go and hang my clothes lah. My laundry lah. I go and fold this thing lah. Then you get very distracted. And also sometimes at home, you don't know, sometimes somebody may ding dong during your sing fang halfway, So it's like, open the door, don't open the door. So you will get disrupted. So if you can join us in the venue, that's where I believe you will be able to receive more from the session. All right, so with that, we're going to wrap up for our session tonight. Thank you, Gina and Zanel, for joining us online since the start of the event. And of course, we're going to come back and see everybody same time, same place on next Thursday. All right.
All right. Thank you, our Master Texans. Grateful to everyone here tonight. Thank you.
Thank
you to
you.
our overseas friend, Gina and Janelle. Thank you.
All right, let's get